Okay then. So, what are we getting done today? Let's try to actually get the ThreadCompiler thing to tweet out threads. And we're gonna go for like 45 minutes, maybe something like that, and we'll see what happens. How far we get. I'm gonna make this a little quieter because it's distracting me. Although it's such great music. How do I make it quieter? Come on, Floppotron. There we go. Okay, so that's the Floppotron ThreadCompiler project, yarn start, and we shall see how it goes. Caffeine. Okay, so if I go to localhost 8000, we're gonna get a thing. Cool. Got that working. Log in, goes to auth0, comes back, voila. So we now have the ability to send things out, which we did with, where was it? Use Twitter thread. So that's React, use remark, use Twitter thread. That's the one we are working with. So we have all of our logic in the custom use Twitter thread hook, which is where we're going to do pretty much everything. Have an API error, we're sending tweets, dealing with all the errors, and here we have to figure out how to loop through and get it working to do multiple things. Okay, great. So once we have tweets, how do we iterate with async await? I always forget how to do that. Let's look it up. Async await iterator. That's Jake Archibald. He's a cool guy. So we have an async function, async iterators. Hey Neck Mitten, how are you doing today? We don't want a I just want a for loop. Async await for loop. Yes, Anton Lavrenov. He's cool too. So let's see, synchronous loop, don't wait for result. We do need to wait for result. Process array in sequence, process array in parallel. I think we do want to process. Nice. I am very happy with help I can get for debugging. Okay, so we go through item in array and we do stuff. Cool. So we have our tweets, so const tweets, our input split by the split thingy, and then we go for let tweet of tweets. We then say try, and we get tweet equals await render tweet, and then tweet awaits send tweet. That gives us the full thing. We are then gonna say set tweets tweet. I'm basically just rewriting what I wrote before so that I get it back into my fingers and I get a better idea of what it's doing. And for each one, we're going to console log the tweet so I can see where the ID is. And we're going to set success to true. And in case there's an error, we're going to see if error.name is API error, then we should set success. Now we should keep the success, but let's set error as error message. And should we then just continue? Yeah, we can continue. But if there's a different error with rethrow, So that's our loop. It's gonna go through a loop of several tweets, tweet all of them out, and the next step is going to be figuring out how to thread them together into a single thread. Now let's see. So we have tweets. Okay. I wonder how this is going to work. This might actually break things. Let's try console logging tweets as well, just to see what happens. Now we go here, okay, command plus, reload just in case, and now we're gonna try seeing what happens. Actual threading test part 1. This is part 2. This is part 2. Basically, do I know how to make an async for loop inside a React hook? Okay, so we have our tweets, and now when I press tweet, we should see all of them go out to my Twitter account, and if that doesn't work, I guess we'll see what happens. So tweet your thread. Bam, so many errors, beautiful. What are the actual errors then? Oh, I think that was something that stopped working last time as well. Sign into the console. I think like tweeting at all stopped, so we're gonna have to figure that out before we can figure out the thread making. And please let me know if I should zoom into any of the code, because right now I think it might be zoomed out a bit too much. Maybe this is better. So if we go to CloudWatch, why is it playing Top Gun? Okay. So CloudWatch, we go to logs, and we have dev auth. That's from 2230, which is what we just did. And let's see, what do the logs say? Okay, that's all valid. Cool. I can go back to log groups. So private endpoint 2230. This one failed with an error message. Why can't I scroll right? That's weird. Huge error. Access tokens, user token response. Then we get a huge error. Okay, so we're gonna open. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to show you that part, but let's see. Status code could not authenticate me. So if I open the let's see. So we have here on our backend we have handler.js, and let's see what handler.js is saying. Where is it erroring out? React. Okay, so these are our secrets. Do we have a secrets JSON? Aha, this is okay. I think I know what's wrong. Let me hide my screen for a little bit while I'm dealing with the secret stuff. I think when I regenerated my Twitter tokens, I forgot to update them for the server, or for the Lambda. So I'm going to my apps. You can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. Details and keys and tokens. No, they do match. Great, so that matches, which means it should be working. So I'm gonna show my screen again. There we go. Now let's see. Where is it actually failing? We get the user token response. Now what's the next one? Get user token is called here. And then when we try to tweet. Okay, so await tweet is where it errors out, isn't it? Yeah, huge error. Could not authenticate you. I wonder. Okay, get user token, tweet, identity access token secret. Okay, so how do we figure out what happened there? Let's console log. No, not get user token, but here. Console log tweeting with identity. Oh my god, my N key is bugging out. So we're tweeting with identity, and I'm gonna serverless deploy. That way we can figure out what went wrong. Serverless deploy. And let's see if my Auth0 dashboard has any clues for what might be going wrong. Log in. So we're doing that while it's deploying because we have time to look around. So we got... Ooh, okay, so there's people who tried this out. Swizzet Teller with Twitter, that's me. Signed up January 29th, latest login 2 days ago, multi-factor, user metadata, app metadata, identity provider attributes, user ID, URL, provider, Twitter, connection is social, blocked for, no, logins count. Okay, so that should work. Authorized applications, ThreadCompiler, raw JSON, history, devices. I successfully logged in 11 minutes ago. What about ThreadCompiler backend? So, client ID, client secret. Let me make sure that... Okay, I'm gonna hide my screen again for just a second. I want to make sure that my secrets are set up correctly here as well. So secrets JSON, we have management client ID, okay, management client secret, yeah, that works. What else can I check? APIs. So I think it should work. Let's try doing that again. So, okay. Private endpoint. We go here. Reload the page. Shit. Do I know? Okay, I need to save this somewhere. Do I know how to make an async loop inside a React hook? Part 2 of that check. Did it work? Okay, and I'm gonna copy paste this to my scratchpad so I can use it later. Now we click tweet your thread and we get a failure. Awesome. And it should be the same failure we had before. Where's the typo? Where is my typo? Okay, so let's see. Huge error, reference error. Did I mistype console log? I did, didn't I? No? Why is it doing this? Yep. Okay, I mistyped console log. Thank you. Let's try that again. Serverless deploy. Okay, so there's a typo in the tweet, but a bigger problem is that there's a typo in my logging code, which is supposed to help me My keyboard switches sound. What do you mean by that, iMobi? And hello to all the Perth people. I used to actually, one of my best friends, when I was the kind of nerd who only had friends on the internet in high school, one of my best friends was from Australia because she was the only one awake late at night when I was awake, so we could chat away. I do have a mechanical keyboard. I just wasn't sure what you meant. I thought switch was the verb in your sentence, but yeah, I misparsed your sentence. That's what happened there. Like, note, like, check this out. Read your sentence again, and imagine switch is the verb, not sound is the verb, and then it suddenly stops making sense. And I think these are what you would call the brown cherry switches. I can't, let's see if there's a key I can pull out right now. Okay, I don't have any keys that are loose, so I can't check, but I think they're the brown cherry MX switches, the nice loud ones. So tweet your thread again, it's gonna error out. Perfect. And we can go back here. 2239. Okay. Tweeting with identity, you're gonna see my secret stuff here. So, okay, access token secret, provider Twitter, user ID. So that should all work. Why is it not code 32 message? So Twitter API code 32. Let's see what it's saying. Now let's see if the internet can tell me what I'm doing wrong. About the encryption, I'm sure there is no issue with my auth tokens. What else could it possibly be? Getting the same issue, this access token is valid as I'm able to access the other resources. I'm also experiencing, me too, same problem. There are a lot of reasons you can get OAuth errors. Recommend reading for some typical cases. Same issue, check to see if you gave app the right permissions. When but for me to not pay careful enough attention when building the signature base string, the values must be in strict alphabetical order. Yeah, it is hard to go through those. Tokens already new generated, request in alphabetic order, app has right permissions. Let's see if maybe the app doesn't have the right permissions. So apps, app ID, details, using the default icon, ThreadCompiler, TOS, privacy, blah, keys and tokens, permissions, read and write. Okay, keys and tokens, you shouldn't see those, but whatever. What else can I check? So let's see, go to Twitter, and if I go here and check my apps, account, review your login verification methods, request archive, privacy and safety. Where do I find my apps? Mobile, email, notifications, web, find friends, muted accounts, muted words, blocked accounts, apps and devices. Paper call, ThreadCompiler, read and write. Maybe if I try this again, let's try revoking access. No. Okay, undo revoke. Okay, generally speaking, Twitter API library to do this kind of thing because they handle all of the encoding and OAuth stuff for you. Okay, so Twitter statuses, identity, access token, access response. Okay, let's see what neckmitten. What is this? So where do I put this? That looks cool, but I'm not sure where to put it. I'm also trying to figure out why is this erroring out in exactly the wrong spot. Not modified. 32 corresponds with there was an issue with the authentication data for the request. Okay, but how do I fix the authentication data for the request? So we get auth0 token from blah. Let's see. Oh, I know what we can try. We can try it locally. So I'm gonna make a little. Okay. Cool. JSON highlight in CloudWatch logs. That sounds cool. Okay, we're gonna try that next. But first, I'm going to make a new file that is going to require the Twitter thing. Twitter, where are you at? Const Twitter API require. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if I go to serverless YAML, it's coming from secrets JSON, Twitter consumer key, blah. So that should work. Okay, let's try that. So we have that Twitter API, and we say test JSON. Hey fuzzy buddy, you're late today. Usually you come earlier. I kid, I kid. So const secrets equals require dot slash secrets dot JSON and cat secrets. Okay, so you can all see this, but whatever. So secrets dot, and then we are going to do this thing here. Where am I? Handler.js tweet. So we're going to have this thing. Okay, and instead of identity, we're going to take the access token from CloudWatch logs. So we have access token, that's this one. Screenshot secrets. Thank you, Luke. It's okay, I don't trust that you are good enough at typing to actually type them over into a readable format. So we have that. Now we're going to say console log await of tweet. This is a test. Hey, how's Brisbane? Where exactly in Australia is Brisbane, Sean? I feel like that's something I used to know at some point, but it all went away. So I made a local test file that just does basically the same thing we have happen on the server, so that it's gonna be easier to debug locally, I think. So let's see, node test.js. Aha. Missing blah after. Okay. What? Missing after argument list. So const result equals await of tweet console log result. So const result Oh my god, I'm not having a good time typing today. Terminal a bit up. Yes, I can do that. Is that better? Sorry, I forgot where I put my camera, because it's usually usually my camera is to the left of the terminal. So I'm gonna move the terminal here. That's gonna be better. Can you see the error now? So if I do node test, await is only valid in async functions. Yes, I can move my camera video, but then you're gonna miss out on the really cool music videos from the Floppotron. There. Okay, now where is this guy? Let's see. There we go. Although, what can I do with the Floppotron so you guys can see it better? Because I just think it's so cool. Can you guys actually hear the Floppotron music? So, async function run test. Spam, and we call run test. Run test. Run. Okay. Unhandled promise rejection. This error originated either by throwing identity is not defined. Okay, we don't need that. Let's try it again. Node test. Yes, allow API Twitter, and that worked. Why did that work? Like a techno grandfather clock. Okay, so this is a test tweeted out. We can go see that it did on Twitter. This is a test. See, it showed up. So what could possibly be the problem here? No. Okay, let's try. So when I tried the access tokens directly, it worked, which means we are going to try Neckmitten's approach of using better logs, and that might give us... Actually, let's... should I try... No, I'm not going to try hard coding them. I want to see why the server is unable to log in, even though it looks like it should be able to log in. Yes. Let's do that. So identity access token. Actually, let's just do it this way. We're gonna tweet out we're gonna console log the identity, and I'm going to use this thing. So module exports logger, new blah, backend logger.js, and I have to do yarn add logger, right? Yeah, and I'm gonna be calling just logger log. Was it Neckmitten? It was logger log, right? Yes, logger log. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yarn remove logger. Yarn add Winston. Why is it called Winston? That is such a weird name for a logging library. Okay, so Winston, we got that thing. Handler const logger equals require dot slash logger. Logger loggy log 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 log. And then down here where we say, where are we? I really need to refactor this file, don't I? It's getting kind of out of hand. Okay, so git status, and we say serverless deploy. That's gonna make a new artifact, package it together, and push it to whatever AWS Lambda deployments look like. And hopefully we're gonna see where the identity stuff is going wrong, because clearly the access tokens and secrets themselves, when we try them directly, work, which means we are somehow incorrectly passing them into our Twitter statuses thingy. Which is weird because I didn't change that. It just suddenly stopped working all on its own. Also, this is one of the reasons I don't like, well, this is one of the reasons that developing the full stack make an entire app workshop is going to be difficult, because it's always these little weird things that are going wrong. It's very rarely the main code that messes up, isn't it? Okay, so I'm pasting this here, clicking tweet your thread, and errors out. Tweeting failed to fetch. Now we can go to CloudWatch, my private endpoint 2254, that is now. Click that, reload, yes. So here we go, unknown logger level, tweeting with identity. Great. So I don't know how to use Winston. Winston. So why am I testing it? The reason I'm testing it in production directly is because it's easier to then actually, I mean, I haven't been inconvenienced enough to go around setting up things locally. And that's it. So Winston create logger, log, so info debug. Okay, so our logger says that level is debug, so we can say logger.debug. Right. Alright, so if I say logger debug, that seems like it should be working, right? Let's try. So I'm gonna call node logger equals require dot slash logger dot debug hi it didn't really log. It did. Message level debug. Okay, cool. So serverless deploy again. iMobi is right. I'm gonna have to actually set up serverless locally at some point so that I can test, but I don't feel like dealing with that just yet. We might do that some other time. I'm actually thinking it might make sense to try Netlify or Netlify Lambdas or now Lambdas instead of dealing with serverless and AWS, because I feel like those are another abstraction level higher, so it might be easier to set things up there. But yeah, all of this daily live coding is actually just research for the workshop I'm doing at Reactathon. Now you know. Cool. So we try that again, tweet your thread, errors out, just as I was expecting, private endpoint 2257, click the thing, reload the page to get the latest logs, and come on, show it to me. There we go. Okay, so I'm still not sure why this is failing. So message is tweeting with identity, level debug is social connection, access token secret. What if we hard code them? Let's try hard coding it. And also let's compare the So I'm hard coding it now, which means that anyone that uses the service right now, and fun fact, actually no, I shouldn't tell you that because Luke is gonna troll me immediately. But one thing right now is that my dev and production on AWS Lambda are the same thing. So after I deploy this, if you go to ThreadCompiler.com and log in, you will in theory be able to tweet as me, which is terrible. But I just need to, like, I'm trying to reduce the number of variables that might be going wrong so that I can figure out where the problem is. Because let's see, if we compare these guys, are they the same? So that looks the same to me, right? Yeah, that is definitely the same. So one quick way to see, look, why I can see that you're thinking things. You should stop doing that. It's dangerous when Luke thinks. Okay. So let's see. Tweet my thread. Errors out. $22.59. Error. So what else can we try? I guess the other thing that might be going wrong are the Twitter consumer key and consumer secrets. So we can do it the same way we did it here and see if that works. Let's see. But then that would mean that they have to be on where is that huge error? The huge error is down here. It's where it catches like the main thing for everything. So I know the error happens in here because all the other console logs from before are coming out correct. So that's how I know that that's what's erroring out. Now I think my secrets JSON doesn't go on GitHub. I believe that's how I configured it. Let's see, ThreadCompiler. Oh, and I totally forgot to do something for work, so that's gonna be fun. So backend, this shouldn't have secrets JSON. It doesn't, awesome. But serverless YAML gets secrets JSON and sets them up in the environment variables. But let's see if maybe that's what's erroring out. Oh, actually, I know what we can do. We can console log those. So up here, when we are authenticating, okay, let's see first if this works. So private endpoint, tweet your thread. That failed, perfect. And if I reload, we have a new one from 2302. And I can reload this guy here. So cool. Okay, that is still, I can quickly check Lambda env. How do I do that? Let's see, lambda, maybe here is gonna show me the environment. Dev private endpoint, configuration. This is where, aha, you're right, I can look at it. So is that in fact correct? Yeah, so the CloudWatch page refresh is kind of weird sometimes. I haven't had good luck with it working. So if I look at my secrets JSON, that is correct, and the Twitter consumer secret is also correct. Management client secret is correct. Management client ID is also correct. So I don't know, I can't tell what's going wrong. So we say logger.log, logger.debug, Twitter key, get that, logger.debug, Twitter secret. So I'm just like right now I'm going through everything where our keys or secrets could be wrong, and I'm not having much luck. We said this was identity dot what? Handler.js identity identity access token and identity access token secret. I'm gonna try that again. Tweeting with, so we say user access token is identity dot access token. Yeah, so I know I can give an object. I want to specifically make sure that the exact values are correct, because right now I'm not trusting the object thing. User secret identity dot access token secret. Okay, so we serverless deploy, and if that doesn't work, then I'm honestly kind of lost here and I don't know what to do. But it's weird that the exact same auth tokens work locally but don't work on the server. Isn't that weird? Why is tweet an async function? Well, it's an async function because it talks to an API, so it needs to wait for a response to come back, and you can't really do that without having an async function of some sort. The Twitter lib is which one is it? Where is it? Twitter API. So it's called Note Twitter API. Look, or whoever asked that. Tweet.statuses. Yes, that is async. Because it's doing like an update on statuses, which is how Twitter names its API. So I can't await iMobi. Where are we? No, await isn't missing. It's because this is using callbacks, so I'm wrapping it in a promise and then rejecting and resolving, which works then with an async and with an async await function. But this is like an old Node library, so it doesn't work with async await. You need to actually have what's it called? You need to actually have a promise. So let's try it again. Twitter thread, and it's gonna error out. And now I can go, where are my logs? AWS, CloudWatch, CloudWatch, logs, private endpoint, 2308. Whoa. Okay, so the logger gets very confused with normal strings. That's interesting. Wow. Why? Logger, why? So Twitter key is W6, W6S and so on, so that should be okay. And then this is the Twitter secret is 14Z something, that also seems to be okay. Then we get the user token, and my user access token is 153, which also should be okay. Tip 6R, yeah, that's fine. And this one, RW1, that's the user secret. Okay, so we get the right thing, but it's still not authenticating me. Yeah, Nick, that's your fault, Nick, or Nate, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Cool, so I guess the next thing I can try is deleting my auth0 user and trying to re-authenticate. Maybe that's gonna work. So let's see. Log in. So we have me. Let's see, delete user. Yes, delete. Okay, so I deleted myself, and we're gonna try again from scratch. I'm going to log out here, log out, go back, we click login, gives me the chance to do the login with Twitter. We click login with Twitter, goes to Twitter, re-authenticates things. Yes, I would like to access profile and email and stuff. Cool. So now I should show up here under users. Yep, that's me. Connection Twitter. Now let's see. Do I know how to make an async loop inside the React hook? Part 2 of that check. Did it work? Tweet my thread. And it fails again. Why? Yeah, see, okay, now it didn't even get to the private one. 02308. What? Okay, did I actually? User ID, Twitter ID, message. Do I know how to make blah? That's what I sent. The response was empty. And now I can't even seem to see whether it got to, like, it's not even in the logs, which is weird. 2308. Is that the last call I made? Guess it might be. So history, ThreadCompiler, success login, success sign up. Yeah, 2314. Let's try that. Let's look at that again. Okay, so I have no idea what's going on right now because we're not even seeing logs anymore. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is gonna be... Wait. Yeah, this is gonna be a great moment for us to stop live coding for today, and we're gonna continue tomorrow. I am right now completely stuck on this. I'm gonna try to figure out if there's anything I can do about it to unstuck myself, and we'll try again tomorrow, hopefully making more progress than we did today, because this is just ridiculous. But yeah, I can deploy again, make sure that the deploy is up there. Should we try it again? Yeah, I mean, this is weird. I'm gonna give it one last shot. And let's see. One last shot, and then we're gonna try again tomorrow. And if anyone has any ideas of what I can try, what I can look into, please send them my way, because I'm very confused right now. Okay, tweet your thread. Errors out, just as expected. Does CloudWatch make a new log? At least, please make a new log. 2316, wonderful. Private endpoint, where did you fail? Yep, it says could not authenticate you, even though all of my tokens and stuff are correct. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna try to get some ideas by tomorrow, and we're gonna try again. So thanks everyone for watching, and have a good night or the rest of your day if you're in Australia.